Today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day, and look at this, a cherished New York restaurant dealing with messages of hate, vandalized overnight, but now the community is rallying around its owner. Host of Sunday Report, John Glasgow, live in Brooklyn, there with more on this. John?
Well, Bianca, the timing of this is no coincidence, this vandalism here at this restaurant, but the support here from the community has been great. In fact, the restaurant's still open, but you can still see some of the remnants of that vandalism that took place over the weekend. Red paint right here in front of the doorway. But take a look at what this looked like on the weekend. This red paint, plus they also put up some other messages here that you can see reading Israel steals culture and genocide cuisine. So this is not the first time this owner of this Israeli restaurant has dealt with it. Another one of his restaurants on the Upper West Side was targeted 3 years ago. Things have ramped up, though, since the war with Hamas and Israel broke out. Raphael Hasid has been dealing with threatening phone calls and bad reviews. Here's what he had to say today. Watch.
I don't understand why someone thinks that they can vandalize your property, even if he had opinion about you or different opinions than you are. People can come and talk about their opinions. There's other ways to act.
So Sid got rid of some of that red paint. He says the community support has been incredible so far. Watch.
I got hundreds of text messages and emails, and people came to the restaurant, and people ordered the deliveries, and it was all over social media, the support, and this is really, filled my heart, and it's amazing.
So the anti-Semitism has really struck a chord here with some politicians, including Senator Chuck Schumer. He came by the restaurant on the weekend and he wrote on X this: the vandalism at Miriam in Brooklyn was despicable and anti-Semitic. It's a very good community restaurant, and my family has eaten there several times. Vandalizing a restaurant because the owner is Jewish is outright anti-Semitic. And also New York Mayor Eric Adams showed his support too, writing this: this was a despicable act of anti-Semitism at Miriam, a beloved Israeli restaurant in Park Slope. As mayor of the city of the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, I am particularly heartbroken by this evil act. Make no mistake, the NYPD is still investigating. So we'll continue to follow this. We'll send it back to you. As I mentioned, Brooklyn police still investigating this. Back to you.
Well, I hope they find whoever did it. John Glasgow, thanks for that live update. Let's talk about this and the feelings today as we mark International Holocaust Remembrance Day. We have media expert and best-selling author of Broken Windows, Broken Business, Michael Levine, with us. Michael, it's always good to see you. I want to just get your reaction to this study. Alarming findings, the Conference on Jewish Material Claims Against Germany. And this survey polls adults from the U.S., U.K., France, also Austria and Germany, Poland. Shocking number of people believe, yes, another Holocaust could occur. And when you see things like that in New York, it's not really surprising why. But the highest number, Michael, are from the U.S. 76% of those polled say history could repeat itself.
It's nauseating. It's not surprising. Given how college students are indoctrinated and have been for the last 2 decades, I guess we shouldn't be surprised by this. You know, that performance at Congress where elite university professors confessed that they didn't know what anti-Semitism directly was, really made it as clear as possible. One does not need to be Freud or Einstein to figure this stuff out.
Donald Trump in office, we've seen hostages being released. There may be more starting this Thursday. You know, we look towards the future of the Middle East with the Donald Trump presidency and maybe, some glimmer of hope, Michael, and we can never have history repeat itself. How do you root out the anti-Semitism that we see spreading across the globe?
Well, the first thing you do when you're in a hole is stop digging. The things that brought us to this place, this indoctrination, this woke, the worst offenders of the kind of ideology are the young people. And they are been involved in a generations-long indoctrination to confuse good from evil and all kinds of idiotic notions that make no sense whatever. And so we shouldn't be surprised.